I'm looking at this reforecast through the lens of Prophix One intelligence. We're leveraging predictive forecasting capabilities to give us a variety of different forecasting methodologies to take our historical actuals and apply these methodologies and give us a projection for what the future may look like for the upcoming year. So the idea here is that I'm doing my analysis and forecast based on actual data and trends in seasonality. It's not a guesswork on my end, and it ensures that we will hopefully land somewhere accurate over the rest of the year. In my case here, you'll notice that I've actually selected this best fit forecast as my 3+9 forecast to give me a starting point. And from here, if I need to make any adjustments or one-off changes, I can do so. So for example, our advertising spend went pretty well in the first 3 months of the year. So I know I want to continue investing there over the next 3 months. So we can simply come in here, adjust that. Let's say a 10% adjustment here will do the trick. And again, that's all it takes for us to get that forecast up and running. In my case here, we're looking at one particular iteration or version, but if we needed to set up a second version, second iteration, maybe we want to use predictive forecasting to give us results for all the different methodologies. It's just a matter of seconds to minutes. And that saves us the time and effort that we have to do today to just generate one forecast. And that takes care of the OpEx reforecast. So let's come back over to our dashboard. And so far we've been talking about everything from the lens of our expense planning, getting our OpEx budgeting done, our personnel plan completed. As Sahil mentioned, we also want to empower you as part of this initial phase rollout to also be able to put together your P&L forecast. So let's take a look at that. In this case, you'll notice that I have my P&L set up here, again at that GL level. So I'm planning out things like my product revenue, at my high level, my costs. Some of this information is feeding in from the forecast we just did on the expense side. And I can enter in each of these details in at that GL level for product revenue. However, just like we saw on the expense side of things, we can plan for each of these line items, again at a granular level, leveraging the Excel models that you already have. So in the case of my product revenue, you'll notice here that I actually have a detailed product revenue reforecast, which is breaking down by individual product lines. It's looking at individual customers by time period and tracking the revenue associated with each. So it's already working for me. I now have an ability to easily and seamlessly link that into Prophix at a summary level, make any adjustments I need to, and then again, push those changes back into the web platform we were looking at a moment ago.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Hashim. And this comes back to what we had talked about earlier. With a tailored phase one with Prophix that has quick time to value, we want your team to be enabled to go up and running with the forecast and the budget. But we also want to make sure it's important to your team that you have a full view of the P&L. And this is where that best of both worlds and feeding from Excel comes in very handy. You have the existing templates that work, and with a few iterations and a click of a button, you're able to push that data back and now have a full picture view of your P&L from a budget and forecast perspective.
Perfect. So now that we've completed our revenue reforecast, let's jump back into Prophix and think about our final report distribution that we need to send out to our executives, our stakeholders, and in this case, our CFO. So remember where we started this conversation. CFO had reached out, they had asked for us to explain a variance. We took that variance, identified where it came from, identified an opportunity to update our budget, update our forecast, and then seamlessly be able to put together another reporting package here. So Prophix will ensure that we are being mindful of security and being wary of who should be able to see what in this forecasting package. So as we take a look and come back over to our monthly variance income statement, again, you'll notice here that I can see that detailed breakdown of how did we perform from an actual standpoint, where did we come in from our forecast, and what were the variances between the two. The good news is, looking again specifically at that advertising line, looks like thanks to some of our efficient media buys, because we were proactive, we were able to keep costs slightly below our forecast. And that's really it. All in a day's work of being able to identify variances, drill in, uncover them, and be able to generate a reforecasted report package, all in the same day, and get back to what we need to focus on.